Okay, health update, since I ostensibly started this YouTube channel to talk about my health and what it's like to be trying to improve my health at the ripe old age of 57 after neglecting it for many, many years. So it is December 28th, 2022. 1 year ago today, December 28th, 2021, I had just returned from a road trip to Chicago over the holidays. We live in Minneapolis. It's a 7-ish hour drive, assuming not too bad weather conditions. And I was miserable. Now, normally, I'm perfectly fine sitting in a car. I really enjoy road trips if I don't have to be too stressed about them. But I wasn't, because I was so physically uncomfortable. I was sore. I had body parts falling asleep. My knees ached. And it sucked. And it made me come to grips with what I had been doing to my body for the last, since COVID started, and actually long before that. Many, many years of neglect had piled up. And I went out, I bought myself a scale, and I weighed myself. And I was 241 pounds. As of November, my lowest weight was 209 pounds. Right now, I'm hovering around 212 for various reasons. My weight loss flattened out during November and December due to having COVID and seasonal change in my exercise patterns and switching to strength training at the gym rather than lots of cardio outdoors. But that being said, I put myself to work and I lost a steady 3 pounds a month for most of the year. And I lost 30 pounds overall. And I'm not done. Despite a short-term reversal, this will continue. I plan to lose another 30 pounds in 2023. I like metrics. Metrics give me something to work towards. Metrics give me something to track and see whether I'm making progress or not. This doesn't necessarily work for everyone, but it works for me. And a big part of fixing your health is don't worry about the right way to do it. There is no one right way to do it because we are all different people. You do what works for you. The other thing is it's about systems, not goals, as James Clear and many others have said. It's systems, not goals. I have systems around how I eat. I have systems around how I sleep. And I have systems around how I move. And the long-term impact on these, on my health, is cumulative. As much as you might see, lose 15 pounds with this crash diet in 2 weeks, that's nonsense. It's bullshit. It's not sustainable. It's not healthy. Losing 3-4 pounds a month, that's healthy. That's sustainable. That means you're doing something right. And, getting out and exercising 4 hours a day, probably not realistic unless you're an athlete or training for something. Exercising 4 minutes every day, that's realistic. Everyone can do that. And learning to balance cardio and strength training, flexibility training, all these things add up. But the important thing is you have a system. You have a way of doing things that leads to improvement over the long term. And you keep doing it. You keep doing it when it's hard. You keep doing it when it's uncomfortable. You keep doing it when it's the Christmas season. Everybody keeps shoving food in your face. Keep doing it when you have to travel and it's hard to follow your normal exercise plan or your sleep regimen. You do what you can. And if you have a bad day, Well, that was yesterday. You can't do anything about yesterday. What is your plan for today? What are you going to do right today? Because if you do it right today, it's easier to do it right tomorrow. If you do it right tomorrow, then you do it right the day after. And now you have a system. Systems, not goals. And a system, set of systems, has vastly improved my health for a year, and I expect it to vastly improve my health in the coming year. And that's really all I want from my life right now.